Mapaganea. It is the end of the Spain pre-season tour, and we are getting logged in as soon as we can to the new season. The next game that we will play and we will be together as Mapaganea will be a high-stakes MTN 8 game where there will not be a question of win or lose. It will be a must-win. And so we left Spain off the back of the first win in the preseason. Who did well? Who stood out? Who deserves flowers and who deserves criticism? We're going to find that out in today's player rating show. Pirates 2, Granada 0. We looked like we were playing for something. They looked like they were still trying to find each other. But we're going to summarize everything, including individual performances, in today's player ratings show. That's my name, Mr. Coach. Yeah, Boba Fett, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Happy People TV and on the Pirates fan channel. Thank you for everybody that is tuning in today. Tuning in live, wherever you're from, give yourself a thumbs up. But also, don't forget, before we kick our matches off, before the referee blows the first whistle, don't forget to hit the like. Subscribe if you're new to be notified for the new videos that come out. Don't forget that notification bell. And Shane Mapaganea. 2-0, like I said in the intro, Pirates 2, Granada Nele, Mr. Coach.
You are. Mapaganea Sanbonani. I guess the Spain tour is over. Good to get a win. Very important to come back with a win from pre-season. 2-0 should have been 6, 7, 8. But yeah, I guess I'll take the win. It will probably help the players. I hope the coach found his combination because I didn't find it. Yeah, I don't want to be too negative. Probably the most unhappy I've been after a win, but that's just me personally. Uh, for me, you kind of want preseason to help you get excited for the season, looking forward to the beginning of the season. And I can acknowledge that I'm part of the minority because one of a few people who is, yeah, again, not excited after what I just saw. But again, very important that we won the game. Very important to come back from Spain with a win. I am hoping that the coach saw what he needed to see. He figured out what he needed to figure out. And yeah, let's go challenge.
Challenge in what sense, Mr. Coach?
Don't ask those questions because you don't want the answers to those
You
questions.
you just said let's go challenge.
Let's go challenge this season. Don't ask me for what. Let's go forward into the league season.
With the spirit of challenging.
The player with the spirit of challenge. Thank you, KB. Don't ask too many questions, please.
Well, I've got many questions to ask you today and today's viewers. Thank you for, like I said, for tuning in. We're gonna go one by one, but before that, it's preseason, and we like to call games of two halves, but for real this time. Obviously, for the whole preseason, every half has been a half on its own. Can you quickly summarize the first half for me, please?
First off, with a few chances, we saw a little bit of experimenting in the starting 11. Seeing TLB and the left back was a little bit odd for me, but of course, again, it makes sense for experimenting purposes. I think we played well. I think opposition, I don't know, was questionable at best. They kind of laid over for us to beat them, and I think we dominated the game very well. In the first half, we created goal scoring opportunities. I think there are moments where we pressed them quite well as well. Yeah, apart from any maybe questions I might have from starting 11, I think we definitely were the better side, the more superior side. But yeah, I think we had the upper hand.
Anyone who stood out in that first half?
We should have gotten 2-3 goals up in the first half. Kim Vidi played really well. I'm happy with Kim Vidi. Also should have gotten a goal. Maybe a decision or two they probably should have done better in that circumstance. But yeah, I think he played really, really well. Standout player. I think out of all the players, he's one of the ones who come back from Spain he should be very proud of his time in Spain. I think apart from the one performance, the other two he did really well, and the other one was a standout performer. And I think, to be fair, in that first half, yeah, Van Dijk, he really was actually the best player on the pitch for that time. So definitely should be proud of himself. I would assume that he is looking forward to the beginning of the season as well.
Second half.
Second half,
We ended the first half at what's called at 0-0.
goalless, yeah.
Goalless, Granada, poor, Kimpwidi did something for himself. The coach's selection for the first half.
Come on, you're poking holes in my line of reasoning. Yeah, nah. You can probably tell from my demeanor again, not completely excited about the starting 11.
Some might think we might have lost.
Yeah, if you look at me alone, that's why but it's kind of too much, my friend. So I can't hide my emotions, but again, it's a good result.
Hard to hide negativity.
It's difficult. Look, you know what? Let me just put it out there. The reason I feel this way is that I felt personally, and I said this in the watch along. I said this before in the watch along. I'm not a qualified coach. I'm not a SAFA license. So that's coach London night. So what do I know? First of all,
what do
I know? I'm just a supporter. I just love my club. That's all there is. But I honestly thought at some point in preseason it would have been important to establish our starting 11. Maybe the coach did behind closed doors. I don't know about that. But I felt like we needed to go into the season with some sort of winning momentum, at least over the last two games, some sort of consistency in terms of lineup, being to some extent sure about who you're going to play in the first 2 or 3 games.
Wait, what does this have to do with the second half again?
Yes, I get on or why so
Okay.
So I guess my only gripe was that I don't feel much confidence going into the season. Not that I don't think we'll do well in the season. It just, for me, the fact that we played so many different lineups, so much experiments. Again, it was normal for me in the first 2 games, but for the last 2 games, I would have wanted to see a little bit of consistency. And again, what do I know? Second half, much better, much better in the second half. I think we dominated in the first half, but in the second half, we were clearly the superior side. Our pressing was so much better in the second half. So much more control on the ball. I think we created countless chances, maybe 4 or 5 clear-cut opportunities. Even 1 or 2, maybe even 3 at Sita that I felt we should have scored, and to end up with 2 goals scored in the second half, I think really good. Mfoking again, always showing up to do his job. Tito as well, much better in this game. In the second half, did much better as well. Mutuma should have scored. I don't want to talk so much about individuals, but should have scored on Mutuma, but he did at the end of the day do well in terms of creating opportunities. He gets the assist as well from Mufokeng. Dancing shoes.
Another notch on his belt.
Absolute quality. I look forward to seeing him for the rest of the season. Yeah, I think there were a couple of players who really raised their hands, who really stood out. Ndlozi played out of position in centre back. He was quite solid. I believe he wasn't tested, but nonetheless, I think he had a really good performance. Same for Dladla. Gonna shop at player ratings, but yeah, I think second half, from a football point of view, I think we played much better. Created a lot more chances. Should have converted more, but I suppose it happens.
Okay. We've been struggling to find a poll question, and I think actually I've got it. Okay. First of all, I'd just like to react to what you just said right now. Yeah, I think what you did there was basically describe what would say second half was better. We created more chances. We needed to execute better, but you're largely basically almost, I don't want to say convinced, but there's something that you saw in the second half that you can get behind, but you still need to see the full version of the little that you saw in the second half. Tito was playing in the wing. We know that's not a final, that's not Super Saiyan, that's not final form. So I hope you can actually take those positives, and things are going to get more serious when it goes to the rating. So before the poll, let me just talk about the poll. I'm going to say Is Ouaddou ready to get the best out of his boys? Option 1, yes. Option 2, no. Option 3, he still needs to experiment. Experiment / find.
No, I'm not saying don't put it there.
Yes.
The word experiment is just bringing.
He still needs to experiment. No, it's what I need to know is, do you think 4 games was enough for this young coach to take this young team with so many new players and after 4 games see and finish the playing? Correct. If they're saying it's a new toy and or a new PlayStation game, do you think after 4 times playing the game is now finished the game? No, you can't be finished with the game and all you need to do is finish the missions. Like, let's say if you get a Tekken and you've been playing Tekken all your life and you know who your best fighter is and you know I can finish this game with this fighter because I've done this so many times. It doesn't matter if it says 2014 and then now it's 2015. Now I can still play with the same fighter. So does he still need to experiment? Is the larger question at hand here. That is the question. All right. Before we get into player by player,
I just wanted to mention one concern. I think one of the things going to cause me is Granada grand because I can guarantee you don't kill grand tonight. Yeah. Honestly speaking, how many games are we going to play this coming season that are going to be as easy as Granada? How many teams are we going to play that are going to lie down for us to beat them? Again, a 2-0 game that should have been 6-7, if we're being completely honest. Mbogazi Sita, Shenko Sita, Radiopane Sita, Butuma Sita takes us to 6-0. For me, Xacho, it's good that we won, but I can't take it as an exciting win for me because, and I guess this makes me a negative person and I'll take it, but how many teams are we honestly going to play this coming season that are going to be that easy, that are just going to give us the ball like that are just going to lay down and let us take it like that? I can't wrap my head around having that kind of season, that kind of, the PSL, for example. I don't know how many teams you can point to.
So in other words, you're saying if a team is going to lay down like that, you need to see 6 before you're satisfied.
Yes. And I just don't think we're going to get that many lay downs, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Mr. Coach, one thing I can tell you that you might need to accept a silent no is that for sure, no matter how good we are and how many players we bought, we were never going to turn into a 5-0 per game team after 4 games. That's what I'm saying for now. Let's move on to player by player. Yebo Buffet 2. We're done with the summaries right now. So I hope you guys have your marking pens out to also rate with us. Thank you very much. Sipo Chain.
I thought he played well, Chain. Untested, I think there was the one chance and it came straight down the middle. Easy for him to collect. 6.5.
I thought he came out well. He's been learning his coming out lesson. Coming of age. Yeah, I tend to agree with you when it comes to that. 6.5. I'll just give him the 6.5. He only take one for the team in every foot. Tapelo Ogi didn't play too badly for me. I would actually give him a 6 off the bat.
Yeah, for me, same as Chain. Not really tested much. Did his job. 1 or 2 long balls. Not too many issues. 6.5. Actually, I didn't realize that Gumna Soga left him fit. So left and right came to a 1.
Came to a 1, yeah.
And he deserves his credit for that. So 6.5 in my opinion.
6.5 in your opinion. Okay, no problem. Simpiwe, sorry, Siema.
Lebone, for me, same thing as well. He's a quality player. I think he did a little bit of good work on the ball. I'm clutching, honestly speaking. There was nothing for him. It wasn't threatened. 6.5.
6.5.
Mm-hmm.
No objection?
No.
TLP, captain.
He done okay. A player of position. Sita, that Sita brings it down to a 6. I think he did well as a leader. For me, his body language, he looked as excited about playing left back as I was excited to see him at left back, honestly speaking. I could be wrong, what do I know? But his body language for me looked like he wasn't completely happy about playing there. Otherwise, did well. He got into the spaces. He opened himself up to even find himself in front of goal. I think it was really good for him, especially again being out of position. But that's Sita, honestly. I'll dream about that. So 6.
No credit for him doing well out of position.
I gave him credit. I actually did say he did
So
well.
if he
worked
not,
really hard.
If he didn't have that chance to score that Sita,
He gets 6.5.
6.5 was the coach. Slepe. Sorry, before Slepe. Mashilwan.
Mishalon had quite a quiet game actually. I don't remember him combining too much. Kind of who was on the right hand side.
Okay.
I don't remember him combining too much, but quiet in the sense that he got his job done really well. I think he gets beaten once, but it's okay. It wasn't too much of a big deal. I don't know. That's even that one. That's not much one. Yeah, I thought he played okay, man. 6.5 as well for me.
You're angry, but the ratings are not translating.
It's not the players that I'm angry at.
Simpiwe Slepe.
I thought Slepe, the first 10-15 minutes, he played really, really well. He availed himself. He was willing to take the risk, a little bit out of character. I think he's growing. But since he's been in Spain, he's been improving with every performance. Towards the latter part of the first half, I thought he started to shy away a little bit more, hide into the game. But I thought he played. I don't even give him goals for as a 7. I think Slepe, one of his better performances in Spain.
I'll give him a 7.5 for encouragement. I don't know if that's wrong. Tell me if that's wrong, guys. But I would like to encourage the young boy with a 7.5. Well done, Simpiwe. Bully.
Mbulelena was also quite quiet actually the time around. If it's not too much combination play.
Uh-huh.
I mean, he kept it simple where he could. There's that turn. Yeah, I don't know. I think another 6.5 for me. Quite of an average performance. I think not the Mbule standard, but
Is that the final
played
rating?
okay. Yeah, 6.5 played okay.
Okay.
I could go
Yes,
to a
yes.
7 maybe. I don't know. We'll see what you give him. But yeah,
I do give him a 6.5. Kwaiba, I start with a 4 for lack of seeing him. Just remind me, what did he do in the game?
he got player of position. That's
What did he do?
That's what he did.
He didn't do that.
No, Guaiba got into a few opportunities, got into a few good positions. It didn't come with a final ball though. I think he lacked the final product. A little bit slow in his game. Not his best performance, honestly speaking. But I wouldn't shoot him for it. So for me, it was a 6, maybe 5.5, because he didn't give us too much.
4.5. Vududu, one of his best performances, especially when he was central. Off the bat, I gave him a 7.5.
Probably one of his better performances in a private jersey, to be completely honest. You won't count more than 3 that are better than that performance.
Yep.
I thought he played really
Ran
well.
the game in the first half, actually.
He was our best player in the first half, and if I
The best
gave
player on the pitch.
if I gave Celeb a 7, I will be honest and give him 7.5. Should have scored, man. Or should have done better with that opportunity, but yeah, 7.5.
I'll give him an 8. Moremi, what is socks off?
Mureme, what you're gonna get is definitely a lot of hard work. The effort is there. I'm waiting for a little bit more in the final ball, man. At least test the keeper. Yana doesn't do too much of that. But he does seem like more of a provider as a player. He does try to find his teammates, and I will appreciate that. I think I'll give him a 7, man. Remy played quite well. I think he could do better in the final ball, but I think a 7 he deserves. We win in January,
I'll give him a 6 if that's who he is. If he's a hard worker. The only reason I'll give him anything more than a 6 is for hard work. So I give him a 6 because all I saw was hard work. I didn't see enough magic. What I'm seeing about Moremi is that he needs a target man up front.
He needs someone to find, bro.
He needs somebody to find, and Radio Bane is definitely not the kind. Is Mabasa the kind? I'm not sure. Is Mahopa the kind? I'm not sure. I don't think so. I don't know if the kind actually exists for goals game in, game out. For Moremi to be the perfect winger for him. But for the counter attack, can Votela.
I think you'll get there.
Combination play, have you ever seen anything from him that
between him and Shandu play really well together?
What a combination play that has Tito, Mufuging, Hoto, and the striker involved. And maybe
look, we often try to find him in behind the defense, so often,
which means you need to be able to shoot if you're doing that.
Yeah,
if you're a provider
and
you're finding you in behind, it means you need somebody that you're now going to give the first time ball to. Because one thing I've realized about him, Hana instinct, he always wants to trap and see his options.
Yeah. Cut in and see what's going on. Who am I finding here?
So he needs somebody to make the decision for him, and I can't promise him that. So anyway, 6.5. The radio man, for me, one of his best games in the Pirates shirt. I was saying it about the second half striker. The fact that it's kind of like he knew where he's now supposed to be, and I'll give a little bit of credit to Up the Slum for that, because Radio Pane was a player in danger turning into who is in danger of turning into a Mabasa without the goals. But I'll give him a 7.5.
I actually want to give him an 8. It's just another sitter. But I honestly want to give him an 8. I thought, you know what? As a striker, if you're not going to score and you're going to give that kind of performance, I'm not going to shoot you for not scoring. So I think an 8, I'm giving him. It's fine. I'm giving him that 8. I thought Radio Bene played extremely well. Combined really well with Kimvidi and Moremi as well, to be fair. I thought he was fighting, but he was dropping down deep when it was necessary. I thought he pressed really well, fizzled out towards the end of the second half, the first half, sorry, but I thought he pressed really well.
Final score?
7.8. Yeah, no, I'll give him an 8, man.
Better pray for another one.
Another
80.
another game like that.
I didn't say that, Mr. Coach, you did. Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, we have moved on from our very first 11. This is our now our second 11. Should I go through a little bit of a summary? The first 11. Sure. Take a look, guys. It's Chain, it's Sema, it's Ogi, it's Slap, it's CLP, and it's Mashilwane. And out of that back 6, I want anybody that didn't put a good account of himself. Kwaiba 4.5, Mule 6.5. Kwaiba question mark, out of position. That was the issue. Shapo, Vututu, Moremi, Radio Bane. High marks but 0 goals. So basically, I think that's where my statement. I better play. Get another good.
Another Granada.
Another Granada.
Because it's gonna take that.
Yeah, for all of them to get such high marks, but with out of position, very interesting. All right, guys, let's move on to the second half team. Lada. That's number 6.5 the bad.
Outstanding for me. On the ball. I even if the distribution was outstanding today, honestly speaking. I was actually particularly impressed with Lada. I think he had one moment where he almost kind of slipped, but lack of concentration, nothing serious. In the air, there was one corner kick I thought he should have collected better. But other than that, I thought he was outstanding. 7 for me. Maybe even 7.5.
7. He wasn't tested at all. Ndaba.
Ndaba gets the assist. Tito. I thought he did well in the pressing. At some point, he felt like he was the left winger because Mfokeng was taking in a little bit more. And I think he played well, 7.
Yeah. I'm still monitoring him. I'll give him a 7 on another day. Maybe I'll give him a 7.5. Portland.
Not tested. Easy for him, 7. Easy day at the office.
Lose.
7.
Center back.
Did well, even out of position. But yeah, an easy day for the back line in the second half.
Van Rijn.
Van Rijn worked kind of hard actually. In fact, he was up and down the pitch. Especially because Tito was playing out of position. I thought Van Rijn did well to compensate for that. I'll give him another 7.
I'll give him an 8. We'll make it a 7.5. Dooley.
Dooley came on a little bit late. It didn't affect the game too much, and I think that's credit to Sleper, to be honest. Because before that, I think credit to Sleper because Nduli didn't feel like he was an upgrade too much in that position. I think Sleper did well, so I think I'll give Nduli a 6.5.
Came in and out of the game, but because of lack of it seemed like the fact that they weren't causing him much trouble basically lowered his rating, because it's kind of like when the keeper's not tested kind of thing. And also his strengths, it wasn't easy to see them in this game. Boma counter press, redistribute the ball, Boma bail out from the back.
He did well in his marking, at least at those few moments.
Dancing.
8.5. Incredible performance. He might not have scored, but he gets the assist actually from Fukeng.
Yep.
No, Kim Butuma gets the assist, but the initial pass to find Butuma comes from Dancing.
Who did the flurry through the middle? I think he did a couple of flurries through the middle. But
I think he finds Ndaba too, actually.
He was definitely involved in the first goal.
He finds Ndaba as well. Yeah, excellent defense. So I hope how Thomas is in Arim Lebali Dancing and he gets a lot of game time, because he's an incredible player, incredible talent.
Incredible.
I can't wait. 8.5. And shoes.
Wait, who was the first half for the first half again? Oh, the man of the match for the first half?
It was Kim Weedy.
Kim Weedy's the man of the match for the first half. 100%. Man of the match for the second half?
Dancing.
Dope.
Without question.
Shenko.
Kapile Shenko.
I give him a 4. Any objections?
Sita, Shenko, come on, good man.
I remember Usiniso was in the Washalong and he's like, Shenko, -6.
Shenko, unacceptable, yeah, 4. I stand by that.
That Sita actually also masked a lot of good work that he did. Tito,
he had moments, he had like 3 minutes of good work.
At least a 7 for Tito for me.
Yeah, he gets the goal. Tito worked hard, man. Yeah, I think I'd go for 7.5. 7.5. I thought he worked hard. Didn't even jump in, so he was playing out of position. Yeah, he worked his socks off, Shem. 7.5 for me.
Butsum.
Another one who misses a seater. But otherwise, I thought Mbutuma was excellent. In fact, so he gets the assist for Mufukenge. I think he even finds him 1 or 2 other times as well. Coming off the right hand side. He did everything but find the back of the net. So I think a 7.7. 7.5 is fair for Mbutuma. Hey, that's I think like 7.
I'll give him an 8. We'll make it a 7.5. I think it's one thing when the coach does everything for you to do what you do best, and it's another thing where you have to find where you can make an impact. And I feel like today he found where he can make an impact. He didn't conform to too much positional constraints, and it's like, you know what, I'm gonna put myself where I need to be so I can make an
His
impact.
pressing also.
His pressing was brilliant.
Impeccable.
Pirates' pressing in general.
In the second half, yeah, no, there's some real pressing. That front three, and like Tito, Mbutuma, Mfukeng. That's the kind of press you want to see.
Talking about Mufukeng.
Hey, the outlet, the way sitting on a corner of it. Hey,
Unbelievable.
as Mfukeng, I got a price for this season. Maybe next season when we unearth something else. But yeah, Mfukeng,
I got a price.
Probably the best goal scorer of the club at the moment. Best finisher. Finding the spaces. I think he does well for the run.
Okay.
He also got himself into a few good positions. I think he might have been involved in finding Shengo. Actually sure now. But I thought him fucking played well, man. To get the goal 7.5.
Both good 7.5. Okay. Yeah. Could be 8.5, could be 9.5. It's more forgetting.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I only go down to 7.5 because it's.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a reflection on his performance. He's just nice like that.
And now the man of the moment.
I'm got 8, so I'm fucking 8.
I've already taken off the rating screen.
But for my heart, okay, get chill.
In your heart, it's an 8.
It's an 8.
Okay, get chill. After Ouaddou.
You go first, bro.
More experimentation. More experimenting. He still hasn't found all of the combinations. It will take a while until he does. I'd like to hear from everybody if they expect him to have figured it out by now. But I expect him to be nowhere near finding the answer. I give him a 7.
Yeah, I can't sugarcoat this. I'm not happy. I'm not happy that we played 22 different players so close to the beginning of the season. I'm not happy that he chose this game to experiment with positional. I think if you're gonna play Mbokazi at left back, you do that in the first or second game. If you're gonna try Dito at right wing, you try that in the second game. If you're gonna try Ndlozi,
Dude, there's too many combinations, bro. There's nothing that you would.
This is all you want, bro.
You saying by this game, stop trying.
Go
Without having seen everything.
Go try again when you learn an essay. Go cheating. But I believe, dog, it's very, very important to get some sort of winning momentum, some sort of combination of momentum in preseason. Again, what do I know? But I honestly thought it would have been important to get a win with a team you think is going to start against Polokwane.
First of all, you want to win. Second of all, you want it with the team that you want.
Not my team. I'm not the coach. But make me feel.
What if that thing in the first half was his first team?
Then I'll come back and say I don't know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Happy to do so. But yeah, I thought there was just a little too much experimenting, considering that we have our first game of the season 12 days from now. Granada was a poor side. I thought he would have at least, even if you have a starting 11 that's not necessarily your strongest side, but at least make your changes a little bit later in the 17th minute. At least get some continuity in the squad. Obviously, I don't know what's happening with training sessions, but I felt like this was the opportunity to at least get some sort of consistency. So honestly, I know we won the game, but for me, he had a 4 performance. Shoot me if you want. Shoot me.
He did what?
Shoot me, but he didn't convince me today.
So for you, he had a what performance?
4.
4.
Yeah.
The number 4. Out of 10, his coaching CV and practical showing of work. How can I meet him? After Slam, active no spanang maobane marekar our feature spanning.
You know what, in Fitz KB? We did say from day one that preseason is about performances, not results. Just because we won doesn't make me forget that statement. I'm sorry.
Also, we had a bad performance, Van Dijk.
Against that Granada side?
Yeah.
Should have hammered them.
Yeah, we didn't perform well.
We played well.
That's what I mean by performance, man.
Yeah, okay, look.
Can you pass to one another?
I'm not saying we didn't play well, bro. I'm saying if you're going to play against Tembisa Classic, hammer them, please. Show them Kimakhotman Kimang. That was Tembisa Classic that we were watching today. It wasn't a Spanish side. And look, I'm gonna insist. What do I know, bro?
Ibiza Classic.
What do I know? But
Oh my God. Yeah, no, it's
that
fine.
does not make me go to sleep saying.
So, but what's the difference between that and a team who's been playing the same team, fielding the same team for 3 years? Let me read some comments.
Conviction. There was no conviction today, bro.
No, I'm saying if we won 6-0,
Yes,
converted every chance, with this guy doing everything for the first time, you're saying that whatever's happening now should be the very same thing that happens after he's had these people for 2-3 years.
no,
Yeah.
I'm not saying that. At all.
What's 7 divided by 4, everybody?
2 point some, 1 point some.
What is 7 plus 4
11.
divided by 2?
What is math we're
5.5.
doing here?
We get it the average between. I
Oh.
want a 7, you want a 4.
Sure.
5.5. Apparently.
Bazongibulala abantu la.
Apparently.
But I stand by it, bro.
I stand by these comments. The first one coming from Ustabelo saying, it's Aula Sabelo. He says, I think he's on to something, to be honest. Machita, not pretty but efficient, and it would help reap results. But damn, man, damn. I totally disagree. It's not pretty. It's actually prettier than ugly. It's not ugly football. Ugly football, yabana hala. Aksobuni low block A1, aksobuni 4-4-2 A1, aksobuni counter attack football A1. Half A1 counter attack efficiency. So what I disagree with is that he wants to be pretty and efficient.
Yeah,
And he's
I see
done
what
a
he
bit
wants
of
to do.
both.
I see what he wants to do. For the 4-3, I will give him his credit for him. I see the system he wants to play. I see that he's trying to play with combinations, and I see the style he wants to play. He wants to dominate possession. It all looks pretty. I think he could have made better decisions.
But that second half, you can say different things. Second half, he relied a little bit more on his counter press. I think that's what the idea of putting Dancing in the 8 was all about. He saw that Dancing knows how to read the game. Nduli knows how to read the game. And let me even put Shenko there because I know that he's an experienced midfielder. And then because Apoli's calling sick, I will put Tito at the right. I don't know why you would try Tito on the right. That was a bit weird for me. But efficient football is not how I would label this coach at all so far. But I will keep an eye on that. Thank you, Samuel, for that comment. But yeah, I think he is trying to be pretty. Sorry. Katleo, it's a so mfethu unzole kapi mhlambe ushapela Bucs headline wena awu mfethu. Ula mfethu insanga. Ardenson might not be part of the starting 11, but definitely he has to be a sub at least. A midfielder who doesn't box himself into one position. He'll give you 6, 8, and a touch of 10 in one game. And that's exactly what he gave us. We did say, I think we do agree that he is our man of the match for the second half. Mostly because of how he shined. And he gave us a little bit of what Kimbuli actually gave us when he was playing centrally. And we do know that if we're under the coach, he's not somebody who will shoot his mark.
I'll put it this way. Personally, one of the few things that we gained in Spain, because if I think about these 4 games, at least we come back with a dancing that we know is star. At least we come back knowing that Mbuli can combine with Mbuli and play well. But for me, it ends there.
Oh my goodness, coach.
We could have stayed in Polokwane.
So many combinations. Doc, tell me when you signed all these players, you didn't think of all the permutations and how long it's going to take to explore all those permutations.
Oh, what Sherepak said live emotionally where I explained how he could have done this reasonably. For me, he crossed the line of reasonably.
Okay, there's your reasonably. Does your reasonably ever, what percentage of all the permutation possibilities does it reach?
Permutations, come on, KP. There's 40-something players, bro.
How many permutations were there in midfield last season? It was
KP.
Makahleni Makaula.
Don't tell me about that.
Mbata.
Don't tell me about that.
Tito. Or it was Makaula, Shenko, Tito. Or no study
I'm
or
not, I'm
Teddy.
not buying that
No
because
study or Teddy.
I want to
Mr.
tell you
Coach.
why I'm not buying
No
that.
Kenya, no team.
Listen, I get
Why did we know that Muslim team won't play and so they're not part of the permutation?
I get what the World Cup in the
Wait. Answer this question. We knew we had Muslim. We knew we had team. Why weren't we putting them in our permutations?
Which ones? For this
Of
season?
the midfield last season.
Only Jose knows why he wasn't putting
Jose knew. The coach
Only
knew.
Jose, yeah,
the
sure.
coach knows nothing.
Now
He needs to
listen,
go through everything. You know for a fact, that whatever happens in training means a certain percentage. You need to see it in the match,
bro,
before you can die by that sword. He needs to pull out every sword that is available
the guy will give
to
him the
know that this is the sword that I'm dying by. He doesn't even know which sword he's dying by.
Excuse.
He doesn't even know which sword
He's not
he's going to use.
All I'm saying to KP, listen.
Who's his best striker? Who's his best striker?
Listen, KP. Are you gonna listen?
If you tell me,
Are you going to listen? Are you going to listen?
Are you gonna tell me who's
no,
his best striker?
wait. I'll answer you. If you listen, I can answer you if you listen. We have over 40 players. By definition, we have over 100 permutations. It makes no sense to go spend a whole preseason trying all 100 permutations individually.
Who?
So, listen,
Why they are?
I'm sorry. You first try to find the most reasonable permutations. Radio Bane got to play up front. Mbuto got to play up front. Mabasa got to play up front. Who else? Mahoba didn't play up front. Those were the reasonable 3 strikers that you think are going to play in the season. You try those permutations. But if you want to try all 40 possible players in all possible positions and all permutations, there's no need to go to Spain. Because you need a whole 12 months of preseason if you want to try every single possible permutation. That's my only cry.
He's gonna need 12 months, Mr. Coach. He's gonna need 12 months.
He doesn't have 12 months.
Thank you.
Doesn't have 12 months.
Thank you. Now, you better hope they told him that in his interview or when they were signing his contract.
But I'll comment.
Better hope.
But I'll
You
comment.
better hope.
It's people like you that are.
I'll call it Awetse. Thank you for the comment, bruv. Ardansin gives Ryan Gravenberch vibes.
No.
Yes, it does.
Quality.
Yes, it does.
Quality.
Peach. Usabelo came through again and said, what is it that After Slum can do for you to be satisfied with the process and progress of this team? I don't know who that is.
It's for me.
I think so.
Play what looks like at least close to the strongest 11 and play it for over 65 minutes and get a result. That's all I'm crying for. Not once did I get that in Spain. We could have stayed in Bloemfontein.
You know as much as you know about the
stayed
now
in Bloemfontein.
as we did.
I don't have to be a genius. I don't need a UEFA Pro license to know what our most likely strongest midfield is. I don't need a UEFA Pro license to know what our most likely strongest back four is. I'm not saying that he must play my best back four that I want. Football is a game of opinions. Mara, show some sort of direction in terms of consistency. Give me something.
That man has never seen
hold on.
in his whole life.
Give me something to take to Polokwane. Something. I'm not saying hammer every single team. If you're going to play a freaking Granada that looks like an under-17 team, show that you're a professional side that is going to challenge for the league. Show me. I'm not saying win every game. Just show me.
What am I supposed to show you?
Show me something. Give
that
me
I'm a
something.
side that can challenge for what?
For the league.
Cause I can show us that.
And another excuse. The players are there.
Whoever is running the club that signed 12 players and took a coach with 12 games under his, I don't know, I'm not wearing a belt right now, but I think a regular belt has about 8 notches in it. Abdeslam only played 12 games of the Premier League, and you're saying he must, okay, yeah, Muhire got to win a league. Mang, Abdeslam, yeah, Muhire had to win a league.
You know what's if it's we won? This dream doesn't have to be negative. It's
Can you pick up your head?
We won.
Smile. You even when I clap for a player, I'm clapping alone.
We won.
He doesn't even want to put on Cameron Tenson's shoes.
We won. I'm happy that we won.
So what are you pissed about?
It's fine. I'm excited. Like I can't wait.
Ladies and gentlemen, I see JJ. It's a JJ. Are that nosy boy is going to be something big. You, bro. Are you telling us about it? No.
Nobody played well.
Can I quickly check how old Nosy is?
23.
He's 23.
Yeah, he played well, bro. Played really well.
No, he hasn't. If you can stay fit, you can convince me. Sorry to react like that. I thought that was the last thing.
I don't
We were going to talk about it.
Yeah, nah,
I thought we
played well, bro.
scoot past Nosy. I get a question. Yo.
I question you.
Ronald Specie, Ronald Sema, Ronald TLP. Ronald Cesar.
Thank you. Man.
Before I talk about Nosy center back, I'll talk about Tapelo. Okay, Mr. Gatleo, this is a show I signed up for, a robust debate for the betterment of the club.
Thank
12 in the morning. That's what we are here for. That is exactly what we signed up for. Up the slum, or Bam Saini saying I can see. I'm pretty sure it didn't have beats. 6 points Sundowns, 6 points Stellenbosch, 6 points.
Then why are we here? What are we doing here? If we're not here to challenge Sundowns, why are we even here?
That's what Rulani would have been there.
Never gaile mandla spani here.
Wabona ntwe ba yentseng go Rulani last season. Ona Esperance ne Esperance they Witad. Witad it's a fit. Huito when on experience Huito when you were one of the best ever in Africa. I wanna see that right here right now. Sure. Just tell a joke. Say you're a comedian. Make me laugh. That was what they did with Rulani. And you can see what they were doing there, and they weren't convinced.
Here's what
I'm hearing.
Because KP is completely unacceptable.
I'm trying to get you to be angry at the right person. Signing coach.
Material.
Absent of a miracle. Absent of a miracle. This season, Mr. Coach.
I would never go as far as saying that.
Why have I say the league more than any sane man?
Because that's all that matters. And that's why I feel this way.
So you'll never watch.
That's how I feel this way.
So you'll never say it, but you'll feel it. Okay, no, it's fine.
Okay, that's fine. You host, you host.
Channel Studio, don't touch me on my studio.
Like one, guys, and maybe I'm crazy. Maybe preseason is too soon to expect this.
Sundown.
Nah, hold on.
Who Costa winner?
Costa Pirates. Nothing that I saw in preseason, and it's not about this game because we won this game, but there's nothing that I saw in preseason that convinced me that we're going to win the first 5 games. And if you want to challenge Sundowns, must win the first 5-10 games. Non-negotiable. Last season we won the first 7 and it still wasn't enough.
I can tell you something that will satisfy you if you're done.
I'm done.
This preseason wasn't for you.
Apparently not.
It wasn't for you.
It was not.
I feel like we badly newspaper once. What's going on? This season wasn't for your satisfaction. And then, Mr. Coach, we shy.
We should have stayed in Bloemfontein.
We should have stayed in Bloemfontein.
At least they're about the challenger. Like Granada challenger guy next. Granada, Papus, get away a little bit better. But Granada, Las Palmas did nothing.
Las Palmas.
Exactly.
Why did we not beat Las Palmas?
They don't want to play football. There are many issues there. At least down all the issues in the excuse are.
Talking about the ref, you want to rate him?
I thought the ref was okay.
Okay, thank you everybody for joining us. That was the player rating show on Happy People TV. Mr. Coach, I think I'll let you close the gate on that. It's in the key.
Thank you for joining us on this stream. Please, can you please continue this in the comment section? KB has made me feel like I'm out of my mind for
You
feeling this
are,
way.
actually.
And I know for a fact like for but at a certain standard. So can we please, even if you think I'm crazy, just please hit us up in the comments. Let us know what you think. How do you feel about the whole Spain tour? Are you looking forward to the season? Does everything look rosy? Yeah, please. Give us your ratings, your man of the match, everything, all that good stuff.
Your man of the match for the first half and your man of the match for the second half. I'm just giving you a quick summary if you guys weren't here. Here is the first team. This is how they did. I cannot be held responsible for every rating here. And then here's the second team. This is how they did. Man of the match. Unanimous decision for a change. Kim Vuiti was the man of the match in the first half. Dancing. Unanimous decision for a change again. Second half did, and our man of the match. Now, this rating you are seeing here for Abdeslam, nothing unanimous about it. I wanted a 7, Mr. Coach wanted a 4. The average is a 5.5. And then we spoke and end the show right
I'm
now.
not done. One more thing. In the description, Mafetu, I think this debate between me and KB, I think made it clear that we have a lot to talk about. Bucs Shed Live either tomorrow, Monday, not sure yet. But please click the link in the description. Join the WhatsApp group so we can inform you on what's going to happen in the Bucs Shed Live. So you can join as well. Have your own 2 cents if you think Mr. Coach is crazy and he's exactly what's bad for the club.
Mr. Coach needs help.
I need to
and
hear
he'll get help from Bucs Chat Live.
Please.
It's a safe space.
Safe space, come through. I need some people to speak to me.
Talking about people speaking, Amos, we will end off with your comment, Danko. Our coach gives me hope, and I can see a lot of improvement in our team. Every player is raising their game. I'll blame the players for not converting the chances, and it will be hard to score against us. And then Vututu sneaks in a last comment. Pumuzo sneaks in a last comment about the improvement of Vututu. I couldn't agree any better or any more. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody. Let's go and beat Mane. Skukun. Polokwane City. Police's old club. I get Mr. Coach. Police.
They're gonna play. Who knows?
There's no way we are going to get out before time. But